Let's talk about what the nomination of a new Federal Reserve chair could mean for the economy. Anytime there's a leadership change at the Fed, it naturally creates a bit of uncertainty because the Fed plays such a central role in setting monetary policy and guiding interest rates. Here's what we know so far. On January 30th, President Trump announced his intention to nominate Kevin Warsh as the next Fed chair, replacing Jerome Powell, whose term ends in mid-May. Warsh served on the Fed's board during the global financial crisis. He's long been viewed as an inflation hawk, though recently he's shifted towards supporting faster rate cuts. And of course, even with the announcement, he would still need to be confirmed by the Senate. There's also some complicating factors. Both Powell and Governor Lisa Cook are currently involved in ongoing DOJ investigations. That could make the Senate confirmation process more complex. Once Powell's term as chair ends, he could stay on the Fed board until January 2028. But recent chairs like Bernanke and Yellen chose not to remain. If Powell steps away entirely, that could open up yet another Fed seat for the White House to fill. In terms of policy, it's important to remember that lower interest rates generally help support the economy and labor market. The Fed controls short-term rates through the Fed funds rate, while long-term rates move based on broader forces like growth expectations and inflation. Cutting rates too aggressively can do the opposite of what's intended, raising inflation concerns and pushing long-term rates up. Something else that's worth keeping in mind. Even though the Fed chair is an important voice, the chair cannot single-handedly dictate policy. The Fed operates by consensus, and historically markets have performed well through all kinds of different monetary policy environments and political climates. Most of the time, the Fed is responding to economic conditions, not causing them. Interestingly, markets didn't react much to Warsh's potential nomination. Fed fund futures barely moved. Right now, expectations are still for one more rate cut in July and possibly two more in 2027. But those expectations can shift quickly, and some investors believe short-term rates may end up lower once a new chair is officially in place. If you look at the long-term data, the U.S. economy has grown steadily across a wide range of Fed leadership and administrations. Leadership can influence policy at the margins, but the fundamental drivers of economic growth tend to persist. So the big takeaway is this. Even during periods of leadership transition at the Fed, maintaining a disciplined long-term investment approach continues to be one of the most effective ways to navigate uncertainty. So the big takeaway is this. Even during periods of leadership transition at the Fed, maintaining a disciplined long-term investment approach continues to be one of the most effective ways to navigate uncertainty. So the big takeaway is this. Even during periods of leadership transition at the Fed, maintaining a